Alright, let's kick off this tutorial on how to create your first book. So the first thing we do is we go down to the library section of the home page here, and we say new book. And we're going to give our book a name. In this case we're calling it Crystal Cavern. And we're going to start with the empty book template, though we could choose any other book we want, including the adventure template as a starting point that we provide. But instead we're just going to say create a new book from a blank one. Automatically drops us into edit mode here, and we can write an introduction for our book. So this is a one-shot adventure in the Linden Adventure series. We could give it a more app description, but you get the point. You can put the text in, and we're going to drop down and put a new section that says starting the adventure. And here I'm going to actually add a handout. So what I'm going to do is put in a handout. It's a piece of artwork, but I haven't uploaded it in the system yet, so I'm going to go new artwork and upload an image. And I happen to know my image is in the Linden Adventure series folder here, and I want the one called Crystal Caves. This is just an image file for this handout, and it's a picture, and I don't need to give it really any kind of a description. It's pretty self-explanatory. I hit save and save again, and it'll put it directly into the book. Alright, so there we go. We've got a handout in our first chapter of our book, starting the adventure. So this adventure starts with the party, or the characters receiving this note. Alright, so that's the starting conditions. We can add a little more information here if we want. Let's put another section in on starting. We could put a background section in if we want. Put whatever we want there. Here I'm going to add a little more information as this adventure is designed for 5th and 6th level characters. I could put party size and other things in there, but you get the point. And now I'm going to drop down here and create the actual bulk of the adventure in a new chapter. So here we're going to put the cave locations, and I'm going to go add a different content type, which is a map here, to my book. So I'm going to pick a map from the different content types. I happen to know I have just created this Crystal Cavern map earlier, so I'm going to save that into the book. And the encounters we'd already have created on it have shown up here. We did that in tutorial 1, so you may recognize those two encounters as the Crystal Cavern encounters. And I want to open this map here in the book. Actually, I opened the map up. So what I want to do is show the map over here, and you can see I've got my map here if I wanted to do further editing. What I'm going to do instead is create some descriptive text for each of those things. The Kalba encounter, the first encounter consists of a group of Kalba. I could also provide some box text here to describe the cave. So why don't I do that and say, okay, this is boxed text to describe the cave. And what I'll do to actually make that a box text is go here and highlight part of the text and make it a block quote. And you'll see that shortly. I actually probably want to do a nicer job of describing this, so rather than just type in something generic, we'll say green, shards of crystal rock embedded in the walls of the cave glow green. You hear water is dripping from stalagmites, stalactites, stalactite. I probably spelled that wrong. Is that right? Nope. That dictionary let me out. There we go. No. Tights. There we go. And pooling on the cavern floor. Alright, so the reason I wanted this box text is I'm going to read it to the characters. I can also use it as a handout during the adventure, so we'll see that here in a minute. And then I want to actually change this encounter to be associated with this section of the book. Right, so I'm in this section of the book. I want to set the encounter location, set encounter book. I actually went to the generic caves. I want to actually select there and set the encounter location for the book to be here, so that way I can activate the encounter directly from this section of the book. And then I want to create a new section. Scroll down and make the hill giant encounter. Again, I can enter box text and other things. This encounter is triggered when the noise of the battle with the Kalba giants. Alright, so they're going to come into the cave on the other side there. And we'll again select this section. Actually, let me there and there. You see, it should automatically select the section for us. It did not. We're going to select that, select this pin, and set the book location for that one. Again, putting the pin. Let's try that one more time. Setting the pin location there. So now we have our two encounters, to two sections of the book, and we're ready to go. We have our handout, our map, two encounters connected to the book. We can obviously create many more encounters, add many more maps and that sort of stuff, but this is a pretty good start on our first book.